takes off. You can see how quickly this board accelerates. This board will go up to 50 kilometers an hour. That's right, 50 kilometers an hour. So that makes it one of the fastest boards on the market. And by being connected to the board, she's able to maneuver this thing at a very high level. Just gonna give us some donuts here. Always a crowd favorite. Yeah, making it look really easy. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, eh? So, what she's hanging on to there, you can see she's got the handle in her hand. So she's connected to the front of the board. And the key is there so that if she falls off, the key pulls out of the board and the board shuts off, so it's super safe. And all she has to do is climb back on the board and put the key in and she can go again. You might be able to see on some of those turns, there's a little green light on top of the board there. That's the battery indication. So while she's out on the lake, if she's riding around, she can look down at any time and see what color that light is, and it'll tell her where the battery is. So we know by looking at it that it's green and that she's got between 75 and 100% of the battery capacity. So she's got lots of time to play around. Obviously, we're in a little bit of a tight space here, even though this is such a big lake. She's got to maneuver around between the rails and the jumps. Getting a little wet there. So she can get down really, really low on the board on those turns because her feet are strapped in and she's connected to the board with the tether in her hand, so she can use that for leverage. So what she's going to do here is going to show you, you're probably wondering, how do you get up on this thing? How do you stand on it? Because, you know, not everybody's going to be starting off the side of the dock like that. So this is typically how you're going to start in the deep water when you need to climb on after falling off and you're in the middle of the lake, you can't stand. You're going to climb up on top of the board and you're going to start on your belly. And the great thing about this board is that you can ride like that all day long and have a blast. And then you can pull yourself up to your knees and you can ride it like a knee board. So if you want to spend the whole day just cruising around like this, there are no rules. Have at it. You can have a blast on the board just like this. But this is a surfboard. So hopefully the goal is, after a little while, you're going to stand up on it. So all she has to do is put her foot in the back strap and step in, and she can use that handle for leverage and for balance to help her stand up so that she's not going to be worried about falling over. And it's making things a lot easier to get going. And then now that she's up and riding and she's going to get aggressive, she wants to turn and carve, maybe do some more donuts, she can use that for leverage, and you can see how low she's able to get down to the water. A couple cool things about this board that are really unique, completely unique to our product. The first is that we have a battery cooling system that's built into the board. So, for those of you that have been on some long phone calls, you know that when you pull your phone out of your pocket after a long phone call, you can feel how hot it is. Because when the battery is being discharged, it's creating a lot of heat. So the same thing is happening on this battery on the board. And so what we've developed in order to make sure that the battery is staying at an optimal temperature is a battery cooling technology. So as the jet is pushing the water through, it's picking up water, and it's actually creating a pool of water where the battery sits. So the battery is actually sitting in a little pool of water, and it's coming out of the side of the board, and that's going to allow the battery to stay at an optimal temperature. So she is just demonstrating for us here that you can also sit on the board, you can ride it like a little go-kart. You don't have to stand on it, like I said, and it can be a lot of fun to ride like that. You can sit on it and it's a little bit closer to the water, so you might not be going that fast, but it definitely adds to that thrill, and it makes it seem like you're going a lot faster than you are. If you do want extra speed, we have another unique feature to our board that's not found on any other board on the market, and that is the turbo booster. So on that trigger on her hand, if she squeezes just a little bit harder, there's going to be just a little bit of extra power that's created, and it'll last for about 10 or 15 seconds to give her just even more power. Sometimes you need that to get out of a turn. Sometimes you just want it just to go fast on a straightaway. But it's there at your fingertips whenever you want it. You can't use it all the time because it will decrease the power of the battery just a little bit quicker. But you've got about 10 or 15 seconds of extra power when you want it. And then it will charge back up after a few minutes and you can use it again. Maybe she'll do a couple more donuts for us, show us what this thing is capable of. What do you guys think? How's she doing? Pretty good? Awesome. Let's give her some more motivation to show us what she can do. Yeah, let's get some more donuts. Always a crowd favorite. Get nice and low to the water. Oh, and even in this, you see the wake that she's creating. She's making these waves, but she can hang on really well because her feet are attached. And you might notice there's other foot straps that are on the board as well that she's not in. So the board is capable of any user to ride it.